following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11th three. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable.
Here comes the Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set it down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion, and it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate. Actually,
Verwest, they center in front. Scarbrug down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
All right, welcome and live to the Budget Blinds pregame show here as we get ready for the DGF Rebels and the Fergus Falls Otters here on Magnitude Sports, as well as the simulcast on the DGF YouTube channel. We're going to take a break because I got to plug in a cord. Otherwise, we're going off the air. I'll be back ASAP.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
All right, welcome back to the Budget Blinds pregame show here on the Magnitude Sports Network and the simulcast on DGF YouTube channel. Certainly appreciate you tuning in. And to kick things off tonight, I got an exciting job opportunity for you. If you're passionate about sports, love capturing the action on camera, have a knack for on-air commentary, then look no further than Magnitude Sports. We have an opportunity for you. We have competitive pay. We pay for your travel if you do travel outside of the community for a game. We paid training, no prior experience necessary. And it's a fun and exciting environment. It always is here on Magnitude Sports. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then by all means, send us your resume to magnitudesn@gmail.com. Once again, that's magnitudesn@gmail.com. And I look forward to welcoming you to the team here at Magnitude Sports. All right, thanks so much once again to our other sponsors, including Frontier Airlines, Great Clips, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Clay County Health, Edine Family Dentistry, Cash Concrete. We've been bringing you your starting lineups here during our Budget Blinds pregame show. And last but certainly not least, Randall's Excavating. He'll bring you your postgame show along with the player of the game coming up in our postgame show tonight. We also are re-debuting our Keys of the Game segment here, as we did not have that programmed in for our volleyball matchups until today. So we got that coming up here. We're about 2 minutes away from the starting opening announcements of this one. So instead of taking a break, let's go right to those Keys of the Game.
Here's a look at what needs to be done to win this game.
All right, for Fergus Falls, be prepared for those 2-touch attacks from DGF. Those are the type of attacks that catch most teams off guard most often, and it's easy points for your opponent. So be ready for those. Be alert. Be aware where that ball's coming from, and just make sure that those 2-touch attacks don't hit the floor. Set up your outside hitters and find those lines. Don't be afraid to send it out of bounds. But, of course, the ultimate goal is to not send it out of bounds, but hit it right on the line. Make DGF think that it's going out of bounds when it's not. And limit those service errors. You want to limit those service errors to 1 to a max of 2%. Otherwise, you're going to give DGF some free points, and that's just not going to work in favor for Fergus Falls if that were to occur. For DGF, you want to get Garrett involved early and often. You're going to find her mostly in the middle of the net or maybe on the outside occasionally too, and she will be your 6'1", the only person who stands above 6 feet. And she can power it down to the ground easily, and she is only, I'm looking at the wrong roster here, she is only a sophomore, and she is already playing like she's a junior-senior for this DGF Rebels team. Have 2 ready for blocks at the front of the net. Get ready for those Otters attacks. They're more than likely going to go from the outside, but from previous years that I've seen the Otters play, they like to go down the middle of the net on those kill attempts as well. And then set up your attacks. No panic balls over the net. Something gets a little bit crazy, just take a deep breath and make sure you get a touch on the ball that will set it up for your teammate and possibly set it up for an attack. So you got to control the possessions here if you're DGF. And that's a look at your keys to the game here on Magnitude Sports. We're going to take a quick break. And you know what? We're not going to take a break. We don't have time to take a break. We have about 10 seconds, so we're going to keep it right here. Fergus Falls comes into this matchup. Fergus Falls comes into this matchup 1-7 overall. 0-2 in section, 0-3 conference, 0-3 when playing on the road, 1-4 in the neutral court. Their lone win came in the Southwest Minnesota State Invite when they picked up a 2-0 sweep over Yellow Medicine East. They've been swept in all of their matches this season. 3-0 losses to Wilmore, Alexandria, and Racoria. 2-0 losses to Lakeville North. I take that back. They did win a set over Andover in that Southwest Minnesota State Invite, but they lost the match 2-1. A 2-0 loss to River Falls, and then that 2-0 win over Yellow Medicine East that I told you about already, and then a 2-0 loss to Le Sueur Henderson. So Fergus Falls looking to gain some momentum here in a matchup against DGF, and the DGF Rebels come into the matchup 3 wins, 4 losses. 3-0 loss to open the season here at home against Detroit Lakes, a game we had for you here on Magnitude Sports. And then a 3-2 loss on the road at Wadena Deer Creek in 5 sets. A 3-1 win over the Pelican Rapids Vikings in Pelican Rapids. They bounce off that win with pick up a pair of wins in the first 2 matches of the Ada Bora Invite with a 2-0 sweep win over Red Lake County Central and Underwood, and then fall 2-1 to Nevis and Thief River Falls, bringing them into today's matchup against the Fergus Falls Otters. National Anthem is coming up. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment with those Cash Concrete starting lineups right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
All right, welcome back to the Fort here at DGF High School in Glendon, Minnesota. We have the national anthem that just finished up, and now we'll turn it over to the PA announcer for your Cash Concrete starting lineup, starting with the Fergus Falls Otters.
These individuals are registered by the Minnesota State High School League. Their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the sport. Tonight's line judges are Barb Roloffs and Tara Jacobson. Let's take a moment to give our officials our thanks. Without them, we do not play volleyball tonight. Thank you to our officials. Now let's meet the players from each team. First, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Fergus Falls Otters. Number 6, Isabel Anderson. Number 2, Macy Butler. Number 4, Rachel DeBrito. Number 8, Carissa Eberly. Number 17, Peyton Henneman. Number 13, Kendall Hansen. Number 21, Ella Roberts. Number 3, Hannah Johnson. Number 7, Gray Cornick. Number 1, Megan Meach. Number 10, Bryn Sternberg. Number 9, Morgan Welly. Number 18, Carlotta Zeta. And number 5, Brooke Zierden. Manager, Abigail Tumseth. Assistant coaches, Dan Zierden and Miranda Spear. Head coach of the Otters, Sabrina Noon. And now let's meet the Rebels, starting with the non-starters. Number 1, junior defensive specialist, Lydia West. Number 3, senior right side hitter, Kendall Kruger. Number 4, sophomore outside hitter, Carly Wagner. Number 9, sophomore right side hitter, Carly Tweeten. Number 12, junior middle hitter, Kiana Weiland. Number 17, senior defensive specialist, Addison Jolsrud. And number 19, junior center, Maddie Iowin. And now the starting lineup for the Rebels. Number 3, junior outside hitter, Michaela Bielin. Number 8, sophomore middle hitter, Aria Garrett. Number 10, sophomore outside hitter, Ellie Boyd. Number 11, junior right side hitter, Chloe Fuller. Number 13, senior middle hitter, Layla Fuss. Number 14, freshman center, Hallie Schreiber. And number 6, freshman libero, Camille Costello. Team managers, Olivia Sanders and Annalise Haas. Head coach of the Rebels, Tessa Tisber. She is assisted by Andrea Anderson, Steph Hansen, Serena Hansen, and Morgan Delzell. Otters, Rebels, let's play volleyball.
All All right, once again, those are your Cash Concrete starting lineups. The libero for the Fergus Falls Otters will be number 2. The 5'7" senior Macy Butler, and the libero for DGF will be the 5'5" freshman number 6 Camille Costello. Costello in the white jersey and Butler in the burgundy colored jersey for Fergus Falls. While both teams have primary black jerseys, Fergus Falls with the burgundy numbers trimmed in gold, and then for DGF, white numbers and numerals in trimmed in black. Not really trimmed in anything, but it's white numbers on black jerseys. Let's put it that way. Make some adjustments on our camera here as they play Van Halen's Jump. I love the song. YouTube hates it, so we'll turn it down for a moment there, and you can just pretend that I'm singing along and that you're singing along to such a great 80s classic rock song.
Number 3, Hannah Johnson.
All right, and it'll be Fergus Falls who gets the serve here to start things off. And we're underway here in this one. That one's through the blockers and down, and give the point to Chloe Fuller.
Point Rebels.
Rebels take the 1-0 lead. Got my piece of paper pulled out from underneath the table here, and we can get back to action. That one, a little 2-touch attack there. Costello on the second touch will set it up far side, and it'll fall to the floor, and Fuller gets another one. And DGF takes a 2-0 lead here in the set 1. Best of Best of 5 set. Costello with a bump touch, near side, sent into the net, and a block at the net there by Fergus Falls, Isabella Anderson. And that puts the Otters on the board. It's 2-1. Fuss back to serve here for DGF. Their Rebels are up 3-1 here over the Otters, and that one serve is right out of bounds on the service error. It'll make it 3-2.
Isabella Anderson serving.
Isabella Anderson with the serve here for the Otters. Jump serve is over. Racing over is Schreiber to bump set that one, and Rebels will send it over. Middle of the net attack is blocked at the net by Garrett, and now Garrett slams it down off the right foot of Isabella Anderson.
Chloe Fuller serving.
And it's 4-2. 4-2 on your Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. And the serve is over there from Fuller. And almost a double touch, but she was able to get her teammate involved. Otters will set it up, far side attack, pushed over with 2 hands. Nice bump set. Schreiber will set it now, and the attack is over. Otters coming back. And that one would have been out of bounds had she not touched it. And now sent back over by Schreiber. Free ball here for the Otters. 2 touches back, Costello. Schreiber will set it up for Garrett. Garrett tried to slam it down, and now at the net, Garrett got a hand on it to block it. The volley will continue. 10-foot line attack is over there from Bielen. Otters down and bounds. They found the line on the outside there. And a nice job by Rachel DeBrito. I want to say thanks to Fergus Falls coach for helping me out with some of the name pronunciations for the Otters. It's 4-3 after a nice volley there between the Rebels and Otters. Standing serve is over, diving, ooh, and Garrett slams the door. For a moment there, she got that close to the net. But Garrett slams the door for another kill, and it's 5-3 in favor of the Rebels. That was dangerously close to a net violation for DGF. One's over, a nice dig out there by B. Ellen. And now that is sent over by Boyd. Boyd will keep it alive, set it to the far side, sent over there by Kendall Kruger, and now sent back there by Greg Hornick. And that's out of bounds. Going to be a point for the Rebels, and the Rebels double up 6-3 here on the Fergus Falls Otters as they have scored 3 in a row now. And nearly an ace.
Point Rebels.
7-3. It will not go into the books as a Nadine Family Dentistry ace, but it was close. That serve is out of bounds. So they score 4 in a row. And now going back to serve for the Otters is Brooke Zerden. Zerden, standing serve just barely over. Sent back over by Garrett and touched on the other side there by Eberly. And that one's out of bounds, and it's a point for the Rebels.
Camille Costello serving.
Freshman Costello back to serve here for the Rebels. Oh, hop serve over the middle of the net, and nobody there. And that one's out of bounds, a little bit too far, and it's 9-5 now in favor of DGF.
Serving number 2, Macy Butler. Point DGF.
So the Rebels double up 10-5 now here on
Hallie Schreiber now serving.
the Otters, and it's Hallie Schreiber back to serve. Standing serve is over, and it comes into the net.
Ace by Schreiber.
Second ace of the match, first one for Schreiber on the Adine Family Dentistry ace counter. Schreiber, did she get it to the blocker? She did. And then it'd be Fuller with the kill with the setup from Schreiber. 12-5, and Fergus Falls calls a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Welcome back to the fort here in Glendon, Minnesota at DGF High School. Hallie Schreiber out of the Fergus Falls timeout will have the serve for the Rebels, as DGF leads 12-5. And I didn't see that one. It's out of bounds, and it is now 12-6. So the Otters get the point out of the timeout. And going back to serve here will be Hannah Johnson. Johnson, a 5'5" sophomore for the Fergus Falls Otters. Her jump serve is over. Schreiber on the second touch, sets it up, middle of the net, blocked at the net, and kept alive here on this side by Layla Fuss. That one, bad angle on the attack. There'll be an attacking error and a point for the Otters, and they get 2 out of the timeout. It's 12-7. And Johnson will continue, or check that. Yeah, Johnson will continue on the serve here. Another successful serve. Schreiber keeps that alive. Sent over there by Boyd. And did it land in bounds? Yes, it did. What a lightning strike there by Layla Fuss. And it's 13-7 now, after Fergus Falls gets 2 out of the timeout. And now back to serve here for DGF. I believe it's going to be Ellie Boyd. Danielle Boyd, but her classmates and coach call her Ellie. And we'll do the same. 13-7. Set, near side attack. Down, nicely done there by Bryn Sternberg.
Bryn Sternberg also.
Serve is over. Costello to Schreiber. Schreiber will set it up near side here for Bielen, and Bielen gets the kill. 14-8 now in favor of the DGF Rebels. That one's sent over. Schreiber will back set it, far side, sent over there by, I think that was West. No, there was 2 ones on the jersey. That was Fuller on that far side. Comes back out of bounds, point DGF, 15-8. Serve is over. The set there by Eberly, and blocked at the net, but got it through the blockers. And off the set by Eberly, it'll be Kornick with the kill for Fergus Falls. It's 15-9. And the serve is over again. Schreiber with the set far side. Fuller puts it over. Returned by Fergus Falls. Fuller with the first touch. Schreiber with the setup for Garrett. And Garrett, and one touch back to the Rebels. Costello on the second touch. Bump sets it down there for Fuller, and she'll get the kill as the ball will hit the ground and give the Rebels a 16-9 lead here in the first set. Here's the back set, near side, sent over there by Kornick. And now near side attack here by Bielen, and that will be tipped out of bounds, and a kill for Bielen, and it's 17-9. Standing serve from the middle of the service line is over. There's the set just in front of the 10-foot line, and a nice dig out there by Bielen. And now it goes down, and was that Schreiber? Or no, it was Garrett. It was Garrett who got the kill. And it's 18-9 as the Rebels double up once again here on the Fergus Falls Otters. Here's the set to the near side. Ooh, right into the chin/upper chest area of Costello on a nice attack attempt there by Eberly. Back to live action now as it's sent over there by Bielen. Into the net and touched over. Patiently controlling it. Schreiber for Garrett. Garrett gets it down for the kill and give that assist to Hallie Schreiber. And it's 19-9 as the Rebels take a 10-point advantage here in the first set. Serve is over, and it's an ace serve. That's the third ace of the set as Fuller will get the ace for Fergus Falls, or for DGF, and Fergus Falls will take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment with more after this.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit cashconcretefm.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
(20-9) in favor of the DGF Rebels here in the first set in a best-of-5 series match here at the Fort in Glendon, Minnesota at DGF High School. Mike with you here on the play-by-play. We got Janice running the camera, and at the service line is Fuller for the Rebels. It'll be set up, far side attack over and out of bounds, and a point now for DGF. Last time Fergus Falls called the timeout, they got 2 points in a row. This time they give up the first point, and it's 21-9 with your Frontier Airlines set recap report coming up here momentarily. Coming into the matchup is Addison Jalsrud for DGF, wearing number 17, standing just behind the 10-foot line on the lower portion of lower middle of your screen here. Fuller will bounce it a couple times and send a standing serve up and over. Just in front of the back line, it's touched, and now from behind the 10-foot line, it's over and out of bounds, and it is a point for the DGF Rebels. It's 22-9. Here on your Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. Now hiring, we're 12 months a year. Work year-round at Huseman Schreiber Masonry. Look them up on their Facebook page to learn more. The attack from Fergus Falls goes out of bounds to give DGF a 23-9 advantage here as Chloe Fuller will continue on the serve. Standing serve is over. First contact is made. Now the set for the near side attack for Kornick. Nice diving stop by Costello, nearly tipped down. And a free ball sent over here for the Otters. There's the set. Far side attack is over. Dug out by Costello, and a whistle is called. And we have a net violation on DGF. That makes it 23-10. So the serve will come back to the other side of the net now. It'll be Carissa Eberly, the 5'10 senior, who will serve it up here for the Otters. Serve is over. Second touch, Costello will bump it back in. Sent over free ball style by Garrett. And now the middle of the net attack is into the net. No block there. That was into the net. It's an attacking error on Fergus Falls as Rachel DeBrito didn't get the angle she was looking for on that kill attempt. And that will set us up for set point for DGF at 24-10. Serve is over, and it hits the top of the tape, and they'll bounce back for a point for the Otters. We'll see if they can get a couple more here before this set comes to a conclusion. Serve is over. First contact made there by Bielen. Garrett through the blockers and down, and that will win it. Set one goes to the Rebels. They take a 1-0 lead in the match. 25-11 in the first set is your final score. Your Frontier Airlines set recap coming up here in a moment on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
All right, welcome back to your Frontier Airlines Set 1 recap report. DGF Rebels would start off with a 2-0 lead. Then teams would trade points until it was 4-3, and the Rebels would score 3 in a row to take a 7-3 lead. A service error would make it 7-4, and then the Rebels would get 2 more, points 8 and 9, point 9 off an ace serve by Camille Costello. And then the Otters would get a point, and DGF would rattle 3 more off in a row, including an ace on point 11 by Hallie Schreiber. And that would take us to 12-5 when Fergus Falls would call their first timeout of the set. Otters would come out of that timeout, score 2 in a row to trim the lead down to 12-7, but then DGF would score the next point. Otters would score the next point to make it 13-8. 2 more for the Rebels would make it 15-8. And then the Otters would score, and then the Rebels would score 4 in a row to make it 29 on 20-9. And on that 20th point, it would be an ace serve by Chloe Fuller. Fergus Falls would take another timeout. Out of the timeout, DGF would score 3 more to make it 23-9. Otters score, and then the Otters would score twice to make it 24-11, and then 25-11 was your final score. And now the Rebels score first here in set number 2. Costello with a nice dig out there. 2-hand pushover by Schreiber, and it's going to be a double touch. Touch violation on the Otters as Schreiber sent it over, and the same player from the Otters hit it twice in a row. And it's 2-0 now here in favor of DGF. It is Schreiber to serve. And pushed over by 2 hands. Schreiber, now Costello. Bump set it far side there for Fuller. Nice job there by the Librero Macy Butler to keep it alive, but Otters couldn't capitalize off the opportunity. And it's now 3-0 in favor of DGF. Some glimpses of positivity here for the Otters despite the scoreboard. Nice block at the net. You couldn't set it up better than that. Layla Fluss was one of the 2 on the block. I didn't quite see who the second one was. And the Rebels are off to a 4-0 start here in the second set. Butler with the first touch. Kept alive, sent back over after the block by DGF. Schreiber will set it up middle of the net. And finessing it over for the kill is Layla Fuss. And it's 5-0 DGF. Schreiber will serve once again. First contact made by Butler. And now bump set middle of the net, and that one soars out of bounds for the 6th point in a row here by DGF. And that is a timeout taken by Fergus Falls. A 6-0 start to set number 2. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
All right, don't forget you can find us on social media, YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, and our website at magnitudesn.com. Get the full schedule of upcoming broadcasts there. Schreiber to serve after a 6-0 start here by the Rebels. Push back over. First contact made by Bielen, and now they'll power that one over. Nice job there by Boyd. Otters keep it alive. And through the blockers, the Otters will get the point. The kill is going to go to Bren Sternberg. And out of the timeout, the Otters get on the scoreboard. It's 6-1. It will be Sternberg to serve here for Fergus Falls. Schreiber on the second touch will set it up for a middle of the net attack. And Layla Fuss will get the kill. 7-1, and the serve now goes into the hands of Boyd. I believe it was Boyd anyway. We'll double check here in a moment. And that one is inbounds. And it was Boyd with the serve, but Fergus Falls gets the point and the serve back. Going back to serve this time for the Otters is the 5'11 junior, Isabel Anderson. Wearing number 6, and her jump serve is over and out of bounds. And that's a point for the Rebels, and it's 8-2. So the timeout by Fergus Falls stops a little bit of the momentum for DGF as the Otters are able to salvage a couple of points out of the timeout. We'll see if they can rally and get this thing a little bit closer to tied up here. Schreiber will back set it far side. Nice dig out there by Macy Butler. Comes right back over to the Rebels. They'll try again. Butler cannot dig it out this time. It was deflected off her teammate Sternberg, and then off the deflection, it came right to her face as Butler was diving, and that makes it 9-2. As the Rebels will go back on the serve once again. Standing serve is over. They'll set it up near side here for Kornick, and that is a kill for Kornick. 9-3 is our score here on the Mason Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. I want to thank all of our sponsors, including Budget Blinds, Frontier Airlines, Great Clips, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Clay County Health. They remind you that healthy people create healthy communities. A Dean Family Dentistry, Cash Concrete, and Randall's Excavating for bringing you coverage of the DGF Rebels volleyball and football teams this season. And if you'd like to jump on as a broadcast sponsor, we would certainly appreciate that. You can contact us at magnitudesn@gmail.com. We'll get you set up with CJ, and he will give you all the details on all the fun sponsorship opportunities that we have here for the DGF Rebels on Magnitude Sports. Butler with a bump set off a ball that came down from nearly the ceiling into the net and unable to save it there. But a nice attempt was Bielen off the diving dig out by Costello that went into the net. Bad angle. Bielen couldn't do anything about it. And it's a point for the Fergus Falls Otters. It's 9-4. 9-4 was our score at this point in the first set as well. It was the Otters who scored next at the 9-4 mark. We'll see if they can duplicate that here. Garrett, middle of the net, kept alive. Nice job there by Fergus Falls, and they'll send it over. Bump set there, near side, sent over there by Bielen. One touch back to the Rebels, Costello, and now a back set, and blocked at the net, and now hit over. Bump set there by Sternberg, and it's down for a point for the Otters, and they score, and it's 9-5. Apparently I missed a point here. It's 10-5. We'll get that corrected. And the Otters get the point, and they keep the serve. It's 10-6. So it went from 9-3 to 10-3 to 10-4 to 10-5, and now 10-6. And now that I got that sorted out, it is 10-7. So the Otters on a 4-point rally here, make it a 5-point rally, and it's 10-8. Fergus Falls looking to get back into this one. They're a couple points away from tying it up. Garrett will do the honors of wiping up some liquids on the gym floor there. Standing serve from Eberly is over. Costello makes first contact. A bump set it far side, over and down, and that ends the 5-point rally on the kill on the far side there. I believe it was Biella. 11-8 is our score now here on the Huseman. Oh, let's try that again. Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. That was tipped. Good awareness there by Biellen. And Boyd will get the kill, and it's 12-8. So after a 5-point rally, the Rebels have gotten 2 of those 5 back here to push their lead up to 4. Serving is Biellen. Biellen's serve is over. First contact made there by Sternberg. Sent back over by the Otters. Costello races back on the second touch. Sent over, kept alive. And now Butler on the second set will set up a 10-foot line attack that goes over. Costello, oh, I thought that was the 4th touch. And it lands inside the back line. An unconventional point, but a point nonetheless. Kendall Kruger will get credit for that one. It's 13-8. That serve just barely made it over the net. Nice serve there by Biellen. And that hit the antenna and came back. It was a nice attempt there by Butler. She got a strong right-handed dig that went right back to the tape of the net, but couldn't quite get it over. And it's 14-8 as a result. And now it's 14-9 on that service error.
Serving number 2, Macy Butler.
So the 5'7" senior libero, Macy Butler, will take the jump serve from the near side of the service line. And one touch and couldn't get it back over the net. It took a rainbow angle towards the net. There's nothing the front 3 for DGF could do about that one, and it'll be 14-10. And Fergus Falls stays on the doorstep here as Butler serves it again into the net this time, though. And it's 15-10, and that takes them a little bit further down the stairway. As Costello, the DGF libero, will serve it up here. That one's over. Set there by Eberly and powered it down, but just out of bounds, just over the back line. A point DGF. It's 16-10. So Costello will serve it again here as the Rebels have scored 2 in a row. Near side attack is over. Costello on the second touch. Blocked at the net. Costello had it dug out, but her teammates weren't able to help her out. It'll be a kill for the Otters.
Hot dogs and pizza are now $1 each at the concession stand.
And it's 16-11.
Hannah Johnson serving.
Johnson with the serve, and now sending it back over and down for the kill is Layla Fuss. 17-11 our score.
Now going for $1 each at the concession stand.
$1 hot dog sounds really good right now. If anybody wants to bring me one of those $1 hot dogs, I'll pay you $1 for it, plus a delivery tip. Up to the broadcast booth here. Schreiber will set it up far side and knocking it down as Coley Flower on the setup by Schreiber. 18-11. It's Schreiber back to serve. She has one ace in this match. It came back when DGF was in the midst of a 3-point rally when they were up 11-5 in set one. And Coley Flower gets another kill here for DGF to increase the lead to 8. Schreiber with a little hop serve. Butler makes first contact. They'll set up for a far side attack, and they find the floor. Isabel Anderson, the 5'11 junior, gets the point for the Fergus Falls Otters. 19-12 our score here on the Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard. I'm not sure why I'm putting Mason first in that, but I'll get it right. Costello, now Schreiber, and now a free ball sent over here. Otters have a chance to go on the attack, and they will. And they will score! Morgan Welly, I believe, nope, check that. That was actually Isabel Anderson with the kill. It's 19-13. So 4 in a row has been answered by 2 in a row for Fergus Falls. And the point's going to go to the Otters, at least. They have not changed the score. Yes, they have now changed it, as the referees are going to get together and discuss this further. At the moment, it's 19-14. We'll see if that stands or not. And it will stand. A line violation, which is similar to a net violation, only you didn't touch the net. There's a kill, and that one I believe was Fuller.
Ellie Boyd serving.
20-14 with Ellie Boyd back to serve here for the Rebels. Boyd, the 5'10 sophomore, wearing number 10. And an ace serve for Boyd.
Ace by Ellie Boyd.
That makes it 21-14 and a timeout, Fergus Falls.
Volleyball fans, get outdoors, split the pot ticket.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment. 21-14, Rebels up by 7, 1-0 in the match. We're back in a moment at our Magnitude Sports.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Welcome back. Coming out of the Fergus Falls timeout. Rebels lead by 7, 21-14 after the ace serve by Ellie Boyd that created the Fergus Falls timeout. There you see the set scores. They won 25-11 in set 1, leading 21-14 presently here in set 2. Butler makes first contact. Set for the attack is over. Kept alive there by Fuller. Sent back over there by Fuss. Now the Otters will set it up. Far side attack from Kornick is down for the kill. 21-15 our score now as the serve will go back over to the Otters. 5'11" junior Anderson with the serve. One touch back to the Otters. They'll try and set it up for an attack. It'll have to be a 10-foot line attack. It's through the blockers and down. I don't know how she got it just barely over the top of the net, and then as soon as the ball came over, it was like a 90-degree drop to the floor. 21-16. As the Otters continue to be within striking distance here. Another 10-foot line attack by Cornick. That one's dig out by Costello. Back to the other side. It's out of bounds, and it should be an Otters point, and it is. 21-17. Eberly to serve. Or is it Anderson? 6 or 8? I think it's Eberly. And it's out of bounds.
DGF. Serving, Layla Fuss.
22-17. Layla Fuss back to serve now here for the Rebels. Standing serve is over. Butler makes first contact. They'll set it up for a near side attack. It's sent over by Cornick, and it's going to be a kill for Cornick. 22-18. Key to set 2 is for the Otters to get to 20 before DGF gets to 23. That would be very helpful. We'll see if they can do it or not. Schreiber will set it up for Garrett. Garrett gets dug out nicely there by Sternberg. Back over, Costello will dig it out. Schreiber will set it up backside. Blocked at the net and down for a point for the Otters. It's 22-19, and the Otters are within 3. Nice job there. I believe it was the duo of Cornick and Eberly on the block there for Fergus Falls. Serve is over. Costello with a bump set on the second touch. 10-foot line attack is over. Butler's racing after it. It's going to be a point for the Rebels. 23-19. There's still hope for Fergus Falls, but the light on that hope is dimming. Serve is over. Back set, middle of the net attack, lobbed over and just out of bounds, just over the back line. And that will be set point for the DGF Rebels. Powers this serve over. They have to race after it, and now a free ball for the Rebels. Can they win it here? Schreiber will set it up for Garrett. Garrett finds the floor, and that is set number 2 for the DGF Rebels. 25-19 your score. Your Frontier Airlines Set 2 recap coming up in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Frontier Airlines Set recap. Rebels get off to a 6-0 start Fergus Falls kind of calls a timeout, comes out, scores, but then a couple points later, it's 8-2, 9-2, 9-3, 10-4, 10-5, 10-6, 10-7, 10-8. Rebels increased that 10-8 lead to 14-8 before a service error on DGF made it 14-9. Otters would score again, but then a 5-point rally would make it 19-11. And then Otters would get 3 in a row to cut the lead down to 19-14. 2014, 21-14 on an ace serve by Ellie Boyd for DGF. Fergus Falls would call a timeout after that ace serve. They'd come out, score the next 3 points to make it 21-17. Teams would trade points back and forth, and DGF would go on to a 25-19 set 2 victory to take a 2-0 lead in the match. And now it's 1-0 as the Otters get on the board first here in set number 3. And now DGF ties it up on the kill there by Fuller. And we're at 1-1. Boyd serve into the net.
Bryn Sternberg serving.
Bryn Sternberg. Serve over. Costello makes first contact. Schreiber with a bump set. Sent over by 2 hands from the 10-foot line. And now Fergus Falls goes on the attack, and they get the kill and give that one to Anderson. And for the first time in the match, Fergus Falls has a 2-point advantage. They have never led in this match until the score was 1-0 here in set 3. And now they're up 3-1. Costello into the net, tipped down, Schreiber back to Costello. Free ball for the Otters. Butler will make first contact, they'll set it up, far side attack. Kornick got it over, kept alive by Costello, and Costello couldn't dig it out the second time, and that will be a kill for Carissa Eberly. And Fergus Falls coming out strong here in set number 3. It's 4-1. And an ace serve. The first ace serve of the match for Fergus Falls, and that's going to be a DGF timeout. The Rebels find themselves down 5-1 here in set 3, and they take their first timeout of the match after the first 6 points of set number 3. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
All right, welcome back to the fort. Otters dropped the first 2 sets that come out here in set 3 with a statement start. Up 5-1, DGF out of the timeout, and a bad angle, and Schreiber touched the net, and that'll be it. Or did it hit the floor? They're saying it hit the floor, so no net violation there, and the Otters score another point out of the timeout, 6-1. Serve over. Strong serve to the back line. Schreiber with the bump set. Near side sent over and down, and it's going to be Fuller with the point. Or check that, it's going to be Fuss with the point. It's 6-2. It's Layla Fuss back to serve here for DGF. Here's the set. Another attack blocked at the net. Kept alive. Can they get it over on the touch? And they do. And the Otters fans are pumped up. Here's Garrett, who silences the Otters fans and switches that momentum over to the DGF student section. As the Rebels cut the lead in half, it's 6-3. And out of bounds. It's actually 8-3. No, it's 7-3. Okay. I thought so. I didn't think I missed 2 points in a row. That one, ooh, I thought it hit the line, but back line judge said it didn't.
Serving, Chloe Fuller.
It's the first time DGF has scored 2. I checked that back. They've scored 2 in a row earlier at 2 and 3. And there's a point for the Otters. In the first quarter of play between the Jets and the Bills, Aaron Rodgers is out with an ankle injury, and he will not return to the game. So not the great start for his new team, but we'll see how that one unfolds. This one could have some uncertainty to it. Fergus Falls looking like a completely different team here in set number 3. I think another attack into the net. 9-4, Fergus Falls up. Serve from Eberly is over. Garrett sends it over, nice, patient dig out. They'll set it up, far side attack there for Kornick. That one's over. Butler keeps it alive at the net. Bad angle off the net. They're going to call a net violation on Fergus Falls. 9-5. Standing serve is over, and it's going to be an ace serve. Back-to-back ace serves here by Michaela Bielen have trimmed the Otters lead down to 2. Can Bielen serve up a third ace? No, she cannot. Powers it out of bounds. It'll be a point for the Otters. So a pair of aces puts DGF on the doorstep, but Fergus Falls has the serve. And we'll see if they continue to have that team that scored the first 10 points of the set. Garrett sends it over. Butler makes first contact. Now bump set towards the 10-foot line. The attack is over. Kept alive there by Boyd. Sent over, blocked at the net. Boyd keeps it alive. Back set there for, I believe that was Kruger on the far side. And it was. Free ball for the Otters. Here's the setup. Far side attack is out of bounds. That was a tip. No, it was not tipped. It is out of bounds, and it's a point for DGF.
Camille Costello.
10-8. Costello with the serve here for the Rebels. Jump serve over. They'll set it up for an attack. And it's blocked at the net. Nicely done there by Layla Fuss and one of her other teammates. Can the Rebels tie it up? Costello punches a serve over. Sent back over. They'll set it up, middle of the net, rolls on the tape and falls to the floor, and we are tied at 10. We've had 2 ties in this entire match, 1-1 and 10-10, both here in set 3. And that one is out of bounds, and that is a point for the Otters, and they retake the lead.
Serving number 2, Macy Butler.
Macy Butler, the senior for the Otters. Jump serve into the net. We're tied at 11. So back-to-back service errors.
Now serving number 14, Hallie Schreiber.
apologies. I put the point to the wrong side there. Schreiber with the serve. Bump set, pushed over to hands, diving. Nice diving job there by Boyd to keep that volley going. Punch back over. Schreiber will set it up. Boyd on the attack, through the blockers, through the floor, and Boyd gets the kill. And for the first time in set 3, DGF has the lead. It's 12-11. Bump set in front of the 10-foot line. It's sent over. It'll be a kill. We're tied at 12. Fergus Falls not making it easy here for DGF in the third set. The Otters would love to avoid being swept. It's happened all but one time this season. They'd like to make tonight a second time that they do not get swept. Schreiber bumps that far side, can't get it through the blockers, stays on the DGF side. Boyd finesses it over, kept alive, pushed back, sent over, and down for the kill! And she is pumped up on that far side. It was Eberly. It was not an ace. I hit the wrong button. My apologies. It still awards them the point. Jump serve there by Hannah Johnson's into the net. We're tied at 13. Boyd will go back to serve for the Rebels. Tied at 1, tied at 10, tied at 11, tied at 12, tied at 13. The teams keep exchanging points here in the third set. Nice job by Costello to send it back. 9 times out of 10, that would have been a point. But Costello said this is that 1 time out of 10 it's not going to be. Costello showing some energy out there for the Rebels. Middle of the net attack, blocked at the net. Otters keep it alive, send it over with 2 touches. Schreiber on the bump set, sends it over for B. Ellen. Nice diving stop there by Butler to keep it alive, and the volley comes back over to the Rebels. Wasn't sure if Butler almost looked like she dived into the bench. And a kill from the far side. The kill goes to Chloe Feller. Chloe Fuller gives the lead back to the Rebels at 14-13. And what an exciting set 3 we have here as Boyd's back to serve once again for DGF. Serve is over. Butler, 1 touch, back to the net. Tipped at the net, sent back over. Schreiber will set it up, middle of the net attack. Could she get it through the blockers? She did. And for the first time in set 3, DGF has a 2-point lead. Butler, and now far side attack. Blocked at the net. Nicely done there by Layla Fuss. And we have a timeout. So we'll take one with them. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
Welcome back. It's 16-13. Don't let the 3-point lead fool you. Fergus Falls has battled here in this set 3 compared to sets 1 and 2. They really came out with a statement taking a 5-1 lead, forcing DGF to take a timeout. DGF would eventually chip away on a pair of aces by Michaela Bielen to make it 9-6, 9-7 in favor of Fergus Falls before they tied it up at 10, tied at 11, 12, 13, and since that 13-13 tie, it's been all DGF. We'll see if Fergus Falls can get a point back here after the timeout. And they will.
Otters. Brings Nuremberg serving.
Fergus Falls has had about a 95% success rate scoring first after a timeout. Only one time did it not happen. And that one will be powered through the blockers in the middle of the net by Chloe Fuller. And it's 17-14 as the Rebels have the 3-point advantage. They have never had a 4-point advantage here in the third set. We'll see if they can get that now or not. They'll set it up for a far side attack. That's Kornick. Kornick sends it out of bounds, says the near side line judge. The far side official says it hit the ground, and the point will indeed go to the Fergus Falls Otters, and it's 17-15. And I believe that is the right call by that far side official. Not sure what the near side line judge saw, but that far side official apparently saw the same thing that I did. Nice job there by Bielen to send it back over in desperation. And now Kornick sends it back. Costello, now Schreiber will set it up. And that one's sent over, tipped and kept alive. And a free ball back for the Rebels. Costello, Schreiber sets it up. Far side, sent over and out of bounds. Was it tipped? Yes, it was. It's going to be a kill and a point for the Rebels. 18-15. They still have failed to gain a 4-point advantage, and the Otters would like to prevent that from happening here. On the second touch, Butler will bump, set it to the 10-foot line, sent over. Costello gets her hands on it. 10-foot line attack here from Bielen's over. It's tipped and it's down for a kill. 19-15, and there's that 4-point lead that the Rebels have finally achieved here in set 3. Fergus Falls needs to react quickly here, otherwise this one could get away from them. Do they have enough gas in the tank to rally and force a fourth set? We're about to find out. Free ball back over here for the Rebels. Schreiber will set it up for Garrett. Sent over, kept alive, and it falls to the floor. And the Otters are in a little bit of hot water now. Down by 5, 20-15 here in the third set, trailing 2-0 in the match. They'll set it up for a near side attack. That one is kept alive by, I believe that was Boyd. Schreiber with a bump set. 10-foot line attack is out of bounds. Point Fergus Falls, 20-16. And the serve will go into the hands of Eberly. Carissa Eberly, a 5'10 senior for the Fergus Falls Otters. With her team trailing by 4, looking to force that fourth set. Here's the set. Garrett pounds it down, and it's 21-16.
Bielen serving.
21-16 on the Huseman-Schreiber Masonry scoreboard as Bielen goes back to serve. Standing serve is over, controlled by the Otters. Here's the set from Eberly. Attack is over. Costello will make first contact. They'll set it up for Boyd. Boyd dug out there by Butler. Now they'll set it up there far side for Kornick. And into the net, point DGF. 22-16. Butler makes first contact. Here's the set. A little miscommunication on where that ball was going. It even tricked me. Boyd sends it back over. Nice dig out and punch over there by Butler. Back to the other Librero. And now back over to the Otters. Finessed over, and Boyd sends it back. Dug out by Butler. Sent over 2 hands to the back line. Kept alive there by Bielen. Punched over and holding that elbow back to avoid the net violation. And a nice dig out there on a couple of great plays by Kendall Kruger. Volley continues. Otters send a free ball back over. Costello on the second touch. Bump sets it. Kruger sends it over. Butler on the second touch. Sent back over. And now they'll set it up here for Boyd. Boyd dug out there. I believe that was Eberly with the dig out. Sent over by Kornick. And that one falls to the ground, and that will be a point for Arya Garrett. 23-16, and the Rebels on the doorstep of a sweep. Out of bounds and a point for Fergus Falls. It'll be 23-17. We were tied at 1, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then DGF scored 3 in a row to take a 16-13 lead. They have not given up the lead since. Closest that Fergus Falls has gotten was when the score was 17-15. Falls to the ground, we have match point.
Camille Costello serving match point.
The freshman will serve up match point here for the Rebels. Jump serve is over. Butler keeps it alive. They'll set it up. Far side attack down. Nice dig out there by Costello. They'll set it up. Free ball sent over and a chance for the Otters to go on the attack. That one's sent over. Nice job there to keep it alive in front of the back line. Here's Boyd through the blockers and down. And Boyd wins it for the DGF Rebels. 25-17 on the kill by Ellie Boyd. The teams will meet at the net, and it's a 3-0 sweep for the Rebels. Your Randall's Excavating post-game show is coming up in a couple minutes here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned. We're coming right back.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Eden Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eden Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eden Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at EdenFamilyDentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit CashConcreteFM.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
Welcome back to the fort here at DGF High School in Glendon, Minnesota. The Rebels sweep it tonight, 25-11, 25-19, and 25-17, your final score. Rebels pretty much dominated set one. They came out with a 6-0 lead in set two. Fergus Falls was able to trim that down to, see, the closest they got in set two was 19-13. They weren't able to trim it down. I take that back. They took a timeout after an ace serve at 21-14. They come back and scored 3 in a row to make it 21-17. That was the closest they would get in set two. And then the Rebels would finish out, allowing 2 more points and getting to 25 for that second set win. And then we'd go to the set two break. Fergus Falls would come out into set three, and it was almost like it was a completely different team on the court for the Otters in set number 3. They would score first for the first time in the match. They would have a lead at 1-0. DGF would tie it up at 1-0, but then on a service error, that would give Fergus Falls a 2-1 lead. They'd build that 2-1 lead up to 5-1. DGF would take a timeout. And then, matter of fact, on the serve at 5-1, on the serve to make it 5-1, that was the only ace serve for Fergus Falls in this match. Let me double check my numbers here. Yes, that's correct. The ace serve to make it 5-1 Fergus Falls was the only ace serve for the Otters in this match. DGF would take a timeout after that ace serve, but Fergus Falls would come out of the timeout and score the next point to build their lead up to 6-1. At that point, DGF started to trim away little by little. They would score 2 in a row to cut the lead in half at 6-3, and then Fergus Falls would score to make it 7-3. The teams would trade points up to 9-5, and then a pair of ace serves from Michaela Bielen would make it 9-6 and 9-7. DGF would score again to make it 10-7. And then Fergus, hang on a second. The ace serves would make it 9-6 and 9-7 to trim the Rebels' deficit down to 2. Fergus Falls would score to make it 10-7. Then the Rebels would score 3 in a row to tie it up at 10-10. And then we battled for the next 3-4 points. We were tied at 10. Fergus Falls took the lead at 11-10. DGF tied it at 11, then took the lead at 12-11. Then Fergus Falls tied it at 12 and took the lead at 13-12. DGF would tie it at 13, take the lead at 14, and they would go on to score the next, after the 13-13 tie, they would score the next 3 points in a row to build their lead to 16-13 before Fergus Falls made it a 2-point deficit at 16-14. DGF would score, Fergus Falls would score, DGF would then score 2 in a row, 3 in a row to build their lead to 20-15. Fergus Falls would score to make it 20-16. DGF would score 3 more in a row to build that lead to 23-16. And then Fergus Falls would score their final point at 23-17. And the Rebels would get the next 2, including that final kill from Ellie Boyd on the near side attack, on the near side of the net on the attack. She would power it through the 2 Otters blockers, and down to the floor it would go to win the game for the DGF Rebels. We had to pick a player of the game, and if I'm being honest, when we went into that last commercial break, I already had 3 candidates who I think deserve it equally. So we'll see if I can sort out the 3 or not. When we come back with more of your Randall's Excavating postgame show here in just a moment on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary, storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
Welcome back to the Randall's Excavating postgame show, and I'm looking through the stats, trying to find that one thing that might separate one of 3 players for our Randall's Excavating Player of the Game. Your nominations are, let's go through the 3 that I have in mind, and I'll tell you why they come to mind. You know, I really like the energy that the freshman Camille Costello put out on the floor there today. Didn't really put points on the scoreboard, but she did in an alternate way by helping out her teammates and just keeping some points that should have fallen to the ground for Fergus Falls. And Costello was there, and she just had the energy, and she was moving around that backcourt in front of the back line, just like amazingly, phenomenally, to keep some of these volleys going that eventually resulted in points. And I really liked her play tonight. The other one that comes to mind is Fuller. Chloe Fuller had a bunch of kills from the far side attack. She also, let me look here. She also had one ace serve. Unless I'm missing something here. She had at least 1 ace serve tonight. And then the other one that comes to mind is number 14, Hallie Schreiber. And she had a couple of unconventional points, but she set up Fuller. She set up Fuss for a bunch of points. I think she even somehow had a block in that. Got credited for a block, if I remember correctly. It was on that far side. She had a couple of one-handed dig-outs, a lot like Costello did. I look at the individual stats for these 3, and there's really nothing to separate them. I mean, they're about equal here, but I think the 2 ace serves by Schreiber is what's going to be the very slight edge, and I mean the very slight edge here. Hallie Schreiber will be our Randall's Excavating Player of the Game for the DGF Rebels. With those pair of ace serves, and let's not forget about Michaela Bielen. She could absolutely be in that conversation as well. But I'm going to stick with my original decision there and go with Hallie Schreiber as our Randall's Excavating Player of the Game for the DGF Rebels. So once again, your final scores, 25-11, 25-19, and 25-17. You can find us online on our website at magnitudesn.com, on YouTube, X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, Magnitude Sports on Instagram. If you go to our website at magnitudesn.com, click on the schedule button, you can see that we'll have the DGF Rebels, we'll see the DGF Rebels again on Thursday when they host the Holly Nuggets here at the Fort in Glendon. But we'll pack up and then we'll travel to Park Rapids as the Panthers will host the Sebeka Trojans tomorrow. And then our doubleheader on Thursday is the Perham Yellow Jackets host the Barnesville Trojans, and the DGF Rebels take on the Holly Nuggets on Thursday. And then it's back to the football field on Friday as the Park Rapids area Panthers take on the War Road Warriors for our we have one football game due to a funeral with one of our broadcasters. A friend passed away. That second football game that we had scheduled on Friday, September 15th, is currently pending right now due to those unfortunate circumstances. But if we do miss that game, then we'll try and make it up over the course of the season with maybe a road game or something like that. And that applies to every team. If we do miss a broadcast for some unforeseen reason, we will try and make that up. So don't be concerned about that. But we'll possibly have two football games. Well, one for sure between Park Rapids and War Road on Friday. And then DGF Rebels will take on the Park Rapids Panthers on Tuesday, as we take a couple days off after that Friday football game, and then Thursday, and then we have our first football doubleheader on Friday, September 22nd. DGF will take on Morris area. Perham will take on Little Falls. That's assuming that we only have one game on this coming Friday. Then the 22nd would be our first doubleheader. We're trying to get a triple header on September 22nd, but we're short some people. So if you're interested in working camera, that'd be a good way to get Park Rapids, or even come to a volleyball game, and we can get you on the schedule. Like I said, we are hiring. I'm looking to hire about 6 to 8 people to help us out with camera and commentary. So you don't have to do both. If you can do both, great, but you're not required to do both. But go ahead and email us at magnitudesn@gmail.com. You don't see it on there, but magnitudesn@gmail.com is our email address if you are interested in joining the team here at Magnitude Sports. We are certainly looking for some additional help, looking to hire about 6 to 8 people. So we'd appreciate it if you could be one of those 6 to 8 people. So final scores one more time here from the Fort in Glendon. The DGF Rebels sweep 25-11, 25-19, and 25-17. For the Fergus Falls fans outside of the scoreboard, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and thank you for tuning in. For the DGF fans, thank you for tuning in. We know that you enjoyed the broadcast probably a little bit more, and that's okay. Have a great night. We'll talk to you Thursday. What day of the week is it? We'll talk to you Thursday from Park Rapids for the Panthers and Sebeka Trojans here on Magnitude Sports. Another volleyball matchup for you.
Preceding broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.